position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Mississippi State Bulldogs, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you along. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run. This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. The give from the gun. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know we only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities.
Breaks into the open. Coming through that third down conversion, and they'll mark it at the 43. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Pulls it in. It's Wood. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. If you don't convert on this fourth down, there will be questions about passing on the field goal try. Dropping back, it's Leary. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Fires to the big fella.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up. Mississippi State will roll out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fair catch called for and taken. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the ground game. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, give on the inside.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of games all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO.
They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. He'll go out of bounds right at the 40-yard line as this offense continues to show great patience. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Dropping back, it's Leary. Rushes on him. It's complete. He's down to the 38-yard line, and they can stop the clock. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the catch. It's Wood. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it down at the 34.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Going for it all. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about. Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on, the defense declined, and the touchdown stands.
How about the bomb by the offense? The Hail Mary, they go deep. The defense knows it's coming. But where are they? Where is the defense? You've got to stay as deep as the deepest and make sure this doesn't happen. The Hail Mary to success.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, guys. A first half that saw a little bit of everything there in Death Valley.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Mississippi State offense, ready to attack. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. Found a little bit of running room, knocked down at the 24 after a pickup of 4. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it from the gun.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Under fire. Using the quick game. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. They saw that blitz coming, and the way to get out of it is find the tight end.
Yeah, how quick did he see that, too? Sees the blitz, understands this is a matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Got his man to the left. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
Scanning the field, it's Leary. Quick strike complete. There he goes. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And that's why it's so important to get it to your guys quickly. It's just a simple hitch route. But because the quarterback didn't hesitate, he put it on him right away. He had space to work after he made the catch. Was able to make a defender miss and set up a nice play for the offense.
And it's really nice, whether it's RPO or not, is having a defensive line that stones the offensive line, takes away the gaps. It doesn't matter what your read is if you're winning up front on that defensive line.
On the run, it's Hall. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. The Bulldogs pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. They'll keep it on the ground to the right. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Here comes second down, and this crowd is turning it up a notch. Turns it loose. Makes the grab. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be first and goal. And the Bulldogs had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. And he'll be stuffed. Got nothing. Line of scrimmage still at the 4. Now second Lining up for the point after and the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in this. First snap of this drive comes from their own 41. Running back searching for a hole. Got enough for the first down. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They'll snap it from the 47 on first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw, it's Leary. Got his man quickly. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's like a pinball with attitude out there, hammering ahead to the 30.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
The Bulldogs can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They go to the ground. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. As we head to the quarter break, Mississippi State has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. That just never had a chance as they controlled the... field and stopped him in the backfield on third down. Don't even think about sending the special teams out on fourth down and 3. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, first down and more. He's forced out of bounds inside the 5 at the 4, and they save the touchdown, at least for now. Mississippi State lines up with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play. They pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on second and goal. Tries again to get it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Mississippi.
I love running backs that have a nose for the goal line. Understand how to get there, finish strong into the end zone, know I get 6, and then go celebrate with your boys.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, it's 21-13. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Complete to start this drive. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And his offense is going to have to come up clutch, man. Like late in the football game, you are trailing. This is why you get paid the big bucks. This is why the quarterback is the glamour position. Like, you've got to trust him. He's got to come through. They got to put a few drives together here to get back in this football game.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the first down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a two.
Wide open spaces. Touchdown, Tigers. All that baby in and strolled into the end zone for the score.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing, to be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone. That was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
After the score, they need this two-point conversion to tie. Looking for a man. It's Arsenault. Somehow fits it into a host of defenders. He's not going to make it in as this defense comes up with a stop on the two-point conversion to hold on to their lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Gets it out to the 20 after a pickup of 4.
And every coach in America has a plan for this situation. The first 4 minutes of the game, the last 4 minutes of the game. How I'm going to construct my offense. Most of the time, I got to be physical. Run the football like right here. Run that clock. Get a few first downs, and I can end this football game on offense.
Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
This offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Got it in the middle. It's Hall. Really nice job to get it past the sticks. Pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. To the air, it's Leary. Fires to the big fella. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. See his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow, but this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Converts on 4th down, and then he's still going. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Mississippi State to the line with a fresh set of downs. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, like, to understand, like, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Welcome to Starkville, Mississippi, home of the Mississippi State Bulldogs. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Tennessee Volunteers, taking on another SEC rival, the Mississippi State Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis. Hand off from the shotgun. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He's stuffed after picking up one to the 23.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
The one thing that can derail this offense, a bunch of 3-and-outs. They won't do that here, but they might go 4-and-out if they don't convert. Quarterback making checks. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Got his man. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Oh, he's got some space. They get him down at the 49, but not before he picks up 15.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
This time it's complete. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Leaves it with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Tight end now in motion. Unloads quickly. Across the 25, he's got room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. And the Bulldogs come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's a heat. Blasted as he lets it go. Now the connection takes it to the 11. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Dropping back, it's Leary. He's got it and still on his feet. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are...
Here comes the Bulldog offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They'll run the screen. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Those screen plays, you really want to sell it. Get it to your running back and get him to the second level. Get him running full head of steam on a safety, on a linebacker. He almost got going, but just got tackled before he could really do any damage.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. can't make the connection on third down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's fourth down. Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Finds the tight end. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Looking to scramble. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. It's complete to the right. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quickly.
The clock winds down to 2 minutes, and we will take a pause for the 2-minute timeout. One big play can really flip the script of a drive. It's 1st and 10 from just outside the 30. He wants to change this route. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, he's linked up with his quarterback 4 times in this first half. Finally, they're not able to connect on that one. I think the defense has just had enough. I think they've said, you know what, you can throw it somewhere else, but you're not going to get it to that guy. We're going to have coverage helping out on that receiver.
You want to end the play quickly, get in the backfield that fast, get to the guy, and get him on the ground. Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield, making something happen.
He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. This is going to be a 46-yard field goal attempt. Goal. On the run, it's Hall. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
Yeah, and you don't see that often, right? This guy is elite. He's one of the best in the business. This is what he does for a living, obviously. That's why he gets paid millions of dollars. Yes, NIL is real. So I don't expect many misses from this guy like that.
You know, it's funny. That's probably the most discombobulated the offense has looked so far in this game, right? After watching that incompletion there on third down, they were just up and down the field earlier. Tremendous rhythm, tremendous balance. Everything their play caller was dialing up was working, lighting up the scoreboard. And all of a sudden on this last drive, just not able to piece it together. They've got to be able to turn the page and get back to how they looked earlier in the game.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on first down. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Complete to the left. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable first half so far in Starkville. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Davis-Wade Stadium.
Thanks for that halftime report, Kevin. And the Vols will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running.
18 and your Mississippi State Bulldogs will
Here comes the Mississippi State offense ready to attack. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with that.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
Time to take a shot. He's got it down the left. And he's brought down after a huge completion.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
This is going to be a big key for him, David, with the lead here in the second half, running the football, right? Staying on the field and bleeding the clock.
Run the football, you're ahead, you can be a little bit more conservative. But again, this opens up the pass. This keeps everything in balance for this offense.
Got 3 on first down and 2nd and 7. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. The Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. To the air, it's Leary. He caught it. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. And the Bulldogs didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
A nice job by the defense with the edges. They try the touch pass on 1st and goal. Nice job setting the edge, not letting him get outside, making the good tackle, forcing 2nd down and goal.
Quick pass on the jet motion. Looking for the end zone. Touchdown, Bulldogs. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. Offense gets the job done again. You want to build that cushion as we get deeper into the second half.
Man, it makes it easy, doesn't it? You start getting up by a couple possessions.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Here's the handoff. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
Well, we're not quite in the 4th quarter yet. We're almost there, but you're seeing the attitude shift now for this offense. They've got the lead, so they've got to be able to run the football. You're going to see a lot more of that, I think, as this game keeps going on. They're trying to wear this defense down when the game is almost over.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Got the back over the middle. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play.
Man, it's nice to have a weapon like that. A receiver playing running back. A guy that you feel so comfortable with that you can slip him out of the backfield, let him run that angle. He sticks his foot in the ground, creates separation, and makes a big play for this offense. Nice versatility by the running back.
Wants to throw. It's Leary. Right on the money. That's 20. He's got space. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the 3rd quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Mississippi State is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a 1st down in the final period. They'll try the run. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, what a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when he's throwing those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's a fake, going for the sticks. And they thought they could pull off the surprise. This is the biggest drive of the game, but the offense has to stay cool. No reason to panic. Then again, panicking is never a good idea, is it? Just a short pass to the tight end. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. The Bulldogs with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking downfield, it's Leary. Firing to the right, complete. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line, and the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bringing the heat. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack.
Trying to beat the D deep. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd. Trying to pick up a 1st down. Gonna look downfield again. Finds his tight end. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. On the run, still looking. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute time. Close this deal out. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
He'll do it himself. He could have used a little bit more there. Picked up a 3. It's 3rd and 7. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. If you didn't have a headache before, you've got one on the way. The cowbell's ringing on this 3rd down in Starkville. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle. It's busted. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the 1st down at the 36. They'll use a timeout here. You have to be certain at this point in the game. Caught over the middle. It's busted. And he jukes the first guy, made him miss, and picked up a few before being brought down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. If they can move that thing 1 yard here, that'll probably wrap this baby up. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. And it's taken away by the defense, and they desperately needed that turnover. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Oh, my goodness. What you couldn't do. Make this mistake late in the ballgame. Now, your defense better go bail you out and make a play because that was a critical turnover.
The Mississippi State offense headed back to the field to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points. But they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
So now it's 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Leary. Under fire. Quickly to the tight end. Turning it on. And he scoots out of bounds, picks up the first down, gets the clock stopped, and now they're in business in plus territory. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. Fourth quarter, need us.
Going for the big play. And it falls incomplete, but that could have been disastrous. A defender was right there.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath, because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you, and that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody, like forcing it.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And they can't hook up, going for the big play on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down.
And this team's been very solid all across the board. And it's got to be a fun unit to coach, especially when you got cornerbacks out wide that you can just depend on. You can leave them on islands, you can vary coverages, and you see it right here. He breaks on the football. He understands where it's going, and that's such a luxury to have a guy out there that you can trust for a whole football game.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Wood.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Hauls it in. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking downfield, it's Leary. Throws for the tight end. Touchdown, Mississippi State. And inside a minute to go, they've got the lead.
Man, this game has been incredible to watch, and the offense comes through late in the game, takes the lead. What a clutch drive by this offense. Now, I'm looking at you, defense. You got the lead late in the game. I need you to go put this thing on ice and win it for me.
Needs this one to push the lead to a field goal. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. A 70-yard touchdown drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Now in the waning seconds, Jesse, you've put yourself in position to pull this one out.
And there's a chance this may come down to the kicker, guys. So which hash mark does he like to kick from the best? You got to play call this to give your guy the best chance to make his kick.
And how much confidence do I have in him? You know, what's his range? All those things come into account of how aggressive you want to be, maybe going towards the end zone versus a field goal.
One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Looking to throw on 1st down. Forced out of the pocket. Able to get just a few before sliding to avoid the hits. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And this field goal attempt might be their chance to save themselves. And with 4 seconds left, this one to save the game. Never a doubt. And that's going to give us a tie ball game. Well, guys, let's play some more. Headed to overtime.
And this just feels right. Both of these teams going back and forth. So, of course, David, this thing needs to get decided in OT.
Let's see who's better. Short amount of time to do it. A couple possessions, probably maybe one possession each. Who's the better team?
All right, guys, so here we go in overtime. And just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possessions starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer. Like, you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the third overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays. Back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
We'll get it started here in overtime. Looking to throw, it's Leary. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to fire on second down. It's complete on the right side. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Working that left side now. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down.
And just no hesitation there by the quarterback, right? Primary target not open, so find your check down. Where's my running back? Yeah, I know I'm under pressure, and I know I'm going to get hit, but I'm not taking a sack. I'm going to find a way for us to get a few extra yards here.
To the ground with the back.
Great team defense on that run call. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
They'd love to strike first with a touchdown. They'll try to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Bend don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
Does the drama get any thicker? The offense comes to the line on 4th down here in overtime. Quarterback may change this route. On 4th down, they're taking to the air. He makes a grab. And he was pushing for that goal line, but the D stopped him at the 2. Here comes 1st and goal as they try to strike here in overtime. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Gonna run it. It's Hall. And he is stopped. Not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. A gut check on the doorstep. 3rd and goal here in overtime. Marches ahead. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop.
Yeah, and I think on that 3rd down and short call, I honestly think that they thought it was going to be a 4th down situation. Now it's 4th and 2. I think this offense was ready for this opportunity, and I think they're going to go for it right here.
Back to pass, it's Leary. Big fella moving. Touchdown, Mississippi State. They jump on top here in OT.
This offense is so explosive, they can change the scoreboard in a flash. You just saw that on that drive.
push to lead to 7 in overtime. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Looking to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at 35.
Sometimes you beat your guy and you get sacked so clean, and sometimes, like on this play, the DBs do a great job covering, make the QB hold the football, and then the rush gets home.
Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he takes it all the way down to the 10-yard line. An explosive play for this offense. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. To the air on first down. It's caught. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Snags it. Touchdown ball. They got it in the end zone. Now a decision to make with a point after. This is like a baseball pitcher that can't miss. He is just pounding the strike zone.
Yeah, it just gets in the zone, right? When you can't miss, you've seen quarterbacks get like that no matter what they do. They're on fire. They're hitting the receivers. And listen, that's also on the defense. The defense has to do a better job making him feel uncomfortable, changing what they're doing in coverage so he's a little bit confused. You can't just let him pick you apart.
One extra period didn't get it done, and we start the second OT. They'll leave it with the lone back. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Back to pass. Here's the pressure. Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
A personal foul in overtime. What an egregious mistake, and one that he won't be able to explain. Looking to throw. If he runs this back, this game's over. And the takeaway will put the finishing touches on this one. First down, and they'll win it with any kind of score here in overtime. Give to the back. Brought down after picking up 3 down to the 22.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Getting work done on the ground. He's pulled down at the 14-yard line. Mississippi State hoping to ring up a score in this red zone trip. Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. From the gun, running back gets to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Third and long now as this defense tries to force another overtime. Got some room in under the goal line. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gained a little bit of everything on that one. They must protect the football here. They're already well within range of a game-winning field goal attempt. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on second and goal? pushes toward the goal line. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
They'll set up for this chip shot that would win the game. Defense will call a timeout. They got a peek at the formation, want to make sure they're in the right call on this big down here in overtime. Here comes the field goal unit, and they can win it with a chip shot. And the field goal is good. Ball game. No winner coming in double overtime.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
I know how to sum up this game succinctly. That was fun, and what a victory to remember.
Fun for them, fun for us, just the back and forth, games that are so nip and tuck. And you know every play matters so much. These are the games that we love to call.
Yeah, every play matters, David, and that's why coaching staffs practice overtime scenarios and situations throughout the week. It's important to drill these types of scenarios. You never know what games are going to go to OT, and when they do, you love to be able to go out and execute with the game on the line.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.